After crossing over, Fang Chen found himself behind a rockery and secretly learned martial arts with his younger brother. It was not until then that he realized he had become the biological brother of the protagonist Fang Laomo in the Eternal World. Immediately after, Golden Finger opened and the chat group arrived. Ding! Eternal World Fang Chen joins the chat group. Ding! Xiao Ao Jianghu Fang Chen joins the chat group. Ding! Divine Eagle Heroes Fang Chen joins the chat group. Ding! Jiushu World Fang Chen joins the chat group. Ding! Lu Ding World Fang Chen joins the chat group. What? Looking at the chat group panel, Fang Chen blinked his eyes. The 2.35 million word old book Ancestor of the Wilderness joined the chat group at the beginning, with a high order of over 10,000 has been completed. If the new book is not satisfying, you can take a look at the old book. Keywords of the novel. Chat group. Traveling through billions of worlds simultaneously without pop-ups, chat group. Traveling through billions of worlds simultaneously. Download the complete text, chat group. Traveling through billions of worlds simultaneously. Read the latest chapters. Chapter 1. The Law of the Golden Finger, Get Square Root, 4 Crossers. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1. The Golden Finger Law, Get Square Root, is essential for travelers seeking follow-up reading and recommendation tickets. Dali Dynasty, Longyuan Province. The Governor Fang's mansion covers thousands of acres, with numerous pavilions, towers, courtyards, and gardens. Bang! Bang! In the vast martial arts arena, the sound of neat and uniform fists breaking through the air echoed endlessly. The deafening fist wind howled, shaking the air like ripples spreading in circles. Within the high walls built with green bricks on all sides, countless disciples of the Fang family were sweating profusely. They have agile movements, one by one like a fierce tiger searching for sheep, a lion pouncing on a wild ox, an eagle striking a white rabbit, and a crane standing on a pine peak. Their waist and hips blend together, agile and sharp. Especially their limbs and large vertebrae, moving and closing like a bow, punching like arrows, and landing like the wind, demonstrate their strong foundation. The surrounding area of the martial arts arena is lined with rockeries, and rows of weapon racks are placed around, filled with a dazzling array of various types of uncut weapons such as knives, guns, swords, and sticks. This is the martial arts arena in the inner courtyard of the Fang family. Non-disciples of the Fang family are not allowed to enter. Anyone who dares to approach without permission will be killed without exception. In theory, no one would risk their own lives to sneak a peek at the master-disciple practicing martial arts. But in fact, there are indeed people who dare to take the big step of ordinary people. Behind the rockery group, 2 pairs of eyes remained motionless, secretly watching the various movements in the martial arts arena. These are 2 young men dressed in grey coarse linen clothes, both of whom have beautiful eyebrows and eyes, comparable to ordinary and unremarkable guzi. Not only that, they have a 70 to 80 degree similarity in appearance. The boy on the left looks slightly older, about 17 or 18 years old. The boy on the right looks slightly younger, only 15 or 16 years old. Through the gap exposed by the rockery, the 2 of them stared intently at every move in the martial arts arena, showing eager and excited eyes. Although secretly learning from disciples of the Fang family to practice martial arts is a taboo, I don't care too much about it in order to stand out. After all, it's impossible for us, Fang Chen, to travel through time and live a new life, to be a servant to others, right? The older boy's name was Fang Chen, and he began to recall the past. No car accident, no terminal illness, no helping the old lady cross the road, and no brave rescue of the drowning little girl. I haven't encountered any of these bloody plotlines. Fang Chen just slept and woke up to find that he had traveled through time. In this world, there are experts who fly swords, monsters as big as mountains, and powerful divine powers. In summary, this is a world where cultivators exist, with incredibly high force values. However, all of this has nothing to do with Fang Chen. After traveling through time, he realized that his original identity was only a servant of a Fang family in the secular world. My ancestors were all servants of the Fang family for 3 generations, so my original identity was also given the surname Fang by the main family. My original parents also died a long time ago, with only one younger brother who was 2 years younger relying on each other. The Li dynasty. Fang Han, the younger brother of the Fang family slave in Longyuan province, this is eternal life, a world where one person eats people. After digesting the memories of his original body, Fang Chen immediately gained enlightenment. Fang Chen, who traveled through time, became a character that did not exist in the original work, the brother of the protagonist Fang Han. Just yesterday, Fang Chen, who had traveled through time, had just sorted out his thoughts when his younger brother Fang Han secretly found him. He quietly told Fang Chen a big secret. In the outer courtyard where these Fang family slaves only lived, there was an underground sewer that could lead directly to a small pond under the rockery in the inner courtyard. With this discovery, Fang Han immediately returned to his residence and told his brother Fang Chen the secret. Upon hearing this, Fang Chen immediately understood. This is the scene in the original work where the protagonist Fang Han secretly learns martial arts in the courtyard of the Fang family during the early stages of his rise. More than a month later, Fang Han, who was secretly practicing martial arts by the river, met by Chen, who was seriously injured and dying. From then on, he embarked on his soaring and fateful career as the son of fate. Upon hearing Fang Han's words, Fang Chen's first reaction was to refuse. Because he knew that everything was safe for his brother, who had traveled through time to become the protagonist of fate, Fang Han. As long as you hold on to your younger brother Fang Han's golden thighs tightly, you don't have to do anything, and in the future, you will be guaranteed to be the supreme emperor. This is a safe way to lie down and win. Since there is such an opportunity, why put yourself in danger in order to secretly learn ordinary martial arts? However, as soon as this idea arose, it was extinguished by Fang Chen. He asked himself in his heart. I came across time just to make ends meet, waiting for my younger brother to pick me up. Is it really good to eat my younger brother's soft rice? After thinking for a long time, Fang Chen couldn't find the answer. Lower your head and look at your small and frail younger brother in front of you. There was a strong unwillingness in his hopeful gaze. That is unwillingness towards one's own destiny. He doesn't want to be a slave for a lifetime, and he doesn't want his descendants to be slaves for generations to come. Facing those eyes, Fang Chen couldn't help but tremble. In an instant, the whole person suddenly became enlightened. Yes, my younger brother is not willing to accept it. Is it okay for someone to be their own brother? No, I'm not willing to lie flat and wait for my brother's help. I want to work hard, I want to strive. Let's go. Thinking of this, Fang Chen let out a low shout and led Fang Han into the underground sewer. After climbing the long hidden river, I arrived at the rockery group of the Fang family martial arts arena. To revive my life, I will climb up step by step. I do not want to be a servant of the Fang family. I will stand on top of thousands of people and stand on the top of the immortals. Returning to his senses from his past memories, Fang Chen glanced at his younger brother who was focused and his eyes lit up with a flame called desire. Ding! Fang Chen joined the chat group at this moment. A mechanical sound entered Fang Chen's ear, causing his pupils to shrink, and he quickly scanned his entire body. The surroundings were quiet, with no one present except for the two brothers. Is this my golden finger in the account? Suddenly, a thought flashed through his mind and he couldn't help but tremble. My golden finger, you have finally arrived. As Fang Chen's thoughts fell, he heard a buzzing sound. Immediately after, a golden light flashed before my eyes. The golden light ripples like waves of water, and the halo gradually emanates. A virtual panel emitting a faint golden light slowly appeared before Fang Chen's eyes. Oh, this thing. It's a bit familiar to me. The appearance of the virtual panel reminded Fang Chen of the penguin from his past life. It can't be said that they are the same. Ding. Fang Chen joined the chat group. 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 What? Looking at the chat group panel, Fang Chen blinked his eyes. Is this stuck? Fang Chen's face slightly changed and looked a bit unsightly. I thought that after opening the golden finger, I could soar to the sky. Unexpectedly, I finally waited for the golden finger to open. But it was discovered that this thing was probably a defective product. Newcomer's new book, seeking recommendation tickets. Seeking collection. Please follow up. Whispering. Asterisk, epsilon asterisk, end of this chapter. Chapter 2. My chat group seems to have billions of problems seeking pursuit. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2. My chat group seems to have billions of problems, pursue reading, pursue everything. Fang Chen. Cough, is anyone there? If there is, please make a sound. Fang Chen. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Fang Chen. Oh, who are you? Why use my name as a nickname? It's a bit excessive. Fang Chen. Am I about to start a career of cheating in the chat group, be promoted to become the leader of my sect, marry a beautiful junior sister, and embark on the peak of my life? Fang Chen. Woo-woo, I finally opened my golden finger. I'm almost forgetting my handsome appearance in my past life. Just as Fang Chen was stunned, he saw a conversation appearing in the chat box. However, the nicknames of these people are a bit unusual. The chat group is just stuck, but the group members are all called Fang Chen. This is a bit excessive. Ahem, I remember that I was drinking with the group immortals before. How could I suddenly come to such a place? Chatting in a group, surpassing the existence of the heavenly Tao. And where are you from? It's okay, let me calculate a hexagram. Following the usual routine of the chat group, Fang Chen began to pretend to be coerced. Ahem, I remember that I was drinking with the group immortals before. How could I suddenly come to such a place? Chatting in a group, surpassing the existence of the heavenly Tao. And where are you from? It's okay, let me calculate a hexagram. X4. What kind of trouble is this going to cause? Fang Daxian. Cough, my mistake. I have a strong ability to deduce. As long as you tell me what the world you are in, I can deduce it. I don't believe it anymore, why don't you repeat along? Fang Daxian. Cough, my mistake. I have quite strong deductive ability. As long as you tell me what the world you are in, I can deduce it. X4. Fang Daxian. Dot. Fang Daxian. Dot. X4. Fang Chen. Can you order some by Lian instead of copying and pasting? Fang Chen. Can you order some by Lian instead of copying and pasting? X4. In the eternal world, Fang Chen, who was hiding behind a group of rockeries and secretly learning martial arts, was completely dumbfounded. At this moment, the words, defective product, resurfaced in his mind. Either it's the problem with this broken chat group, or it's the problem with the group members. Are these four guys really sick? Are they so fond of copying what others say? Yongxing Fangchen. Now no one has the same name as me, right? After some thought, he could only change his name again and add the name of the world before his own name. Xiao Ao Jianghu Fangchen. Now no one has the same name as me, right? +1, Jiushu World Fangchen. Now no one has the same name as me, right? +1, Lu Dingji Fangchen. Now no one has the same name as me, right? +1, now no one has the same name as me, right? +1, seeing this, Fang Chen nodded slightly. Although these guys still like to copy and paste, they finally distinguished their nicknames. However, why do these nicknames all have a sense of familiarity? Yongxing Fang Chen. Cough, I weakly ask, why do you all know the name of your own world? Are you also travelers? Jiushu World Fang Chen. Is this group the legendary, chatting group of all heavens and all realms travelers? Xiao Ao Jianhu Fang Chen. This kind of routine is a bit familiar. It seems like a novel. By what name? Sorry, I forgot. At Xiao Ao Jianhu Fang Chen, the brother in front has already spoken his name, and the group name is the title of the book. The key is, why are everyone called Fang Chen? The traveler is also called Fang Chen. This routine is a bit interesting. Having traveled through 99 worlds at the same time. Lu Ding Ji Fang Chen. Ah, yes, that's it. So, why haven't we shared our memories, said Fang Chen, a legendary hero. Yes, at Eternal Life. Fang Chen, big shot. You travel to the world of Eternal Life and share your memories with us casually. Isn't it like taking off in place? I hug my own thigh. It's interesting. So what, I have a friend. Jiushu World Fang Chen. Boss, look here, a little pock street is waiting for the boss's feeding. Divine Eagle Hero Fang Chen. So what, I don't mind having 10 or 8 books of cultivation secrets and 10 or 8 pieces of Taoist and immortal weapons. Lu Ding Ji Fang Chen. With the cultivation technique and spiritual tools, I want these Manchu Tartars to know what a king cannot be humiliated. After a pleasant exchange, all Fang Chen happily accepted this setting. Isn't that what he means, such as, me, Ying Shen, and, Bao Shen? It seems like no one knows. No way, everyone is a traveler, and it can even be said that they are all the same person. Having read so many online novels and seen various styles, it's not new at all. It seems acceptable for a person to transform into billions and travel through countless worlds. You see, the 5 people in the group are all called Fang Chen, and they have traveled to Yongxing, Xiaoao Jianhu, Jiushu World, Lu Dingji, and Xindiao Xiao World at the same time. Is there anything more outrageous than this? If you're not mistaken, there are still billions of Fangchen clones waiting to join the group. Yongxing Fangchen. Cough cough, what's that? I looked for it, but it seems like I can't share memories. Moreover, I'm just an ordinary person, sharing a hammer. Opening the chat group, Fang Chen carefully checked and couldn't find the function of sharing memory. Not only that, as mentioned in chat group novels, functions such as checking in, sending red envelopes, the Great Tao Furnace, the Enlightenment Room, Synthesis, and the Zhutian Mall are all absent. There is only one, just a simple chat function. What, you're just an ordinary person. Cut, wasting facial expressions. X4. As a traveler, entering the world of eternal life, how can you say that you are just an ordinary person? So you're just a hammer. It's really embarrassing for Fang Chen, isn't it? Yongxing Fang Chen. My grass, are you all so heartless? Lu Ding Ji Fang Chen. Grass. Who do you want grass to be? Come on, you little boy, come here. Wake up, the chat group has not yet activated the function of traveling through the world. Grass yourself. Your taste is so strong. Someone on our side is ashamed to associate with you, said Fang Chen, a legendary hero. Watching this scene, Fang Chen of the Eternal World was speechless as he gazed into the sky. A broken chat group, plus a group of sand sculpture group members. What should I do when encountering such a situation? Waiting online, it's a bit urgent. End of this chapter. Chapter 3. What should I do when I wake up overnight and transform into a girl? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3. What should I do when I wake up overnight and transform into a girl? Pursue reading, pursue everything. Yongxing Fangchen. So what, let's not talk about this for now. Let's talk about our respective situations. After despising the chat group fiercely, Fang Chen forced himself to calm down. Whether it's a member of a sand sculpture group or a broken chat group. It's already like this, it's better than not having a golden finger. Perhaps the functionality of chat groups has not been fully developed yet. The chat group that cannot send red envelopes is just scum. Let me come first. I have become Wei Xiaobao in the Star-Lord movie version through time travel, and the plot has not yet started. In the Lichuan courtyard, Wei Xiaobao, wearing a tiger skin hat, oh no, he should be called Fang Chen, his agile eyes scanning around. My gaze swept past and behind the ladies, lingering and reluctant to leave. While chatting with oneself in the chat group, there was occasional clicking sound in my mouth. TSK, Lichuan courtyard is really a great place. What, Wei Xiaobao? Sleeping in bed, envious to the point where the chickens turn purple. So what, have you gone to take care of the little sister's business? There's a saying that goes, it's better to be happy alone than to be happy with others. There are good things, you can't hide them, share them with your good brothers. You two are simply LSP possessed. Shame to be with you, said Fang Chen, a legendary hero quickly, with the explosion of LSP attributes, the building tilted. Yongxing Fang Chen. Hey, that's enough, you guys. Let's get down to business. Seeing the performance of these guys, Fang Chen was speechless. Why did they become like this? Is there an LSP attribute hidden within me? Or is it that during their journey, they were influenced by invisible factors that led to their current ghostly appearance? Yes, it must be like this. How could a person like Fang Chen, who is so upright, be an old pervert? Our side Chen swears to heaven that this life's oath is incompatible with gambling on drugs. Lu Ding Ji Fang Chen. Cough, pure as I am, how could I possibly do such a dirty thing? It should be to save the little sister who has fallen. Wei Xiaobao's version of Fang Chen seemed to have found a close friend and immediately began to talk endlessly about his rich experience. Alas, I envy you all. You can see the little sisters, and even hold candles and talk about your life ideals with them at night. I am different, even if I have this heart, I have no power. In the world of divine sculptures, Kunlun Mountains, amidst a continuous and undulating mountain range, hides a small valley. Red flowers and green trees complement each other, and soft green grass fills the entire valley. The fragrance of flowers enters the nose, the birds pass through the air, and fresh fruits hang from the branches. What a fairyland among people! A tall white ape lay on the grass, with an ugly ape face filled with humanized melancholy. Yongxing Fangchen. What? What do you mean? Have you become a eunuch through time travel? Pushi, how much sorrow can you have? It's like a eunuch without eggs going up to a brothel. Nimaid, you're laughing to death. Cough, be serious. We have received professional training and generally don't laugh unless we can't help it, ha ha ha, said Fang Chen from Jiushu World, Lu Ding Ji Fang Chen. So what? Wei Xiaobao, who I traveled through, was originally a fake eunuch. Oh, I didn't expect you, brother, to cross over and become a real eunuch. I deeply sympathize with your experience. Ha ha ha. Seeing the world of divine sculptures, Fang Chen was so miserable that he crossed over and became a eunuch that had long disappeared from modern society. Now, everyone is very interested. Originally, this kind of experience is very sympathetic. But somehow, everyone wanted to burst out laughing. Divine Eagle Hero Fang Chen. Get off your master, who really crossed the line and became a eunuch. Seeing the teasing from everyone, the white ape in the valley suddenly stood up, slapping its chest with both arms and roaring angrily. Unfortunately, it can't speak and can only make a roar of ha ha ha. In an instant, the monkeys who were originally sunbathing in the valley rushed towards their king. Get lost. Looking at this group of monkeys, the white ape couldn't help but kick it out and fly the closest monkey. This time, all the other monkeys were startled. Oh, if it's not eunuchs, it's good. If it's not eunuchs, it's good. Since you didn't cross time to become a eunuch, what did you mean before? Did you cross time to become a woman? What, time travel has become a female version of Fang Chen. Good sister, do you still remember the transformation text we read back then? What should we do when we wake up one night and find out we have become a girl? Lu Ding Ji Fang Chen. Of course, it's to let our good brothers feel refreshed first, right? Let's listen to it now. What does it feel like to be a big ant who comes every month after becoming a girl? Is it really painful? Also, how old are you after crossing the river? Don't let any stinky man sleep on you, right? Abnormal X4. After seeing the words of Fang Chen from the deer and the cauldron, the other four people cursed in their hearts. Go away, labor and capital are not transmigrating into eunuchs, nor are they transforming into girls. You weak souls, can't you expect me to be better? Seeing this, the white ape became even angrier, and in an instant, he punched and kicked all the monkeys around him. The monkeys were howling in the fight, and I thought my own king had gone crazy, running far away. Lu Ding Ji Fang Chen. TSK, look at this tone. I'm so angry in my mother's voice. If I say you haven't transformed, I won't believe it even if I kill you. Jiushu World Fang Chen. Pushi. Huh, are you trying to laugh me to death so that I can inherit my flowers? Xiao Ao Jianghu Fang Chen. At Divine Eagle Hero Fang Chen, brother, we mourn for you. Don't worry, we will make more girls for you in the future. Lu Ding Ji Fang Chen. Not bad, not bad. After I overthrow the Qing dynasty and restore the Han family, I will marry more girls for Fang Chen. Why is that strange in ancient times, said Fang Chen from Jiushu World, immortal Fang Chen. Well, once again is on the wrong side again. At what are you going through? Watching these guys playing tricks, Fang Chen didn't even know what to say. After some thought, he had no choice but to speak out and forcefully interrupt their conversation. Sacred Eagle Hero Fang Chen. Hey, you mustn't laugh at me when I said this. Do you remember the white ape that gave Zhang Wuji the 9-yang manual in the world of relying on the sky? It's me. After driving away the monkeys, the white ape version of Fang Chen lay back and stared blankly at the sky outside the valley entrance. His gaze has lost the previous melancholy. After all, things haven't gotten too bad to be unacceptable, have they? After having a chat group, are you still afraid of not being able to return to your personal identity? End of this chapter. Chapter 4. Hello, hypocrite. Goodbye, hypocrite. Seeking follow. Up reading. You are listening at novel full. Audio. Chapter 4. Hello, hypocrite. Goodbye, hypocrite. Seeking follow. Up reading, seeking recommended tickets. Yongxing Fangchen. White ape. Brother, we mourn. The inner courtyard of the Fang family is a martial arts arena. Fang Chen's pupils instantly dilated, revealing an incredible expression. What did he see? Did Fang Chen, who had traveled through the world of the Condor heroes, transform into a white ape? In other words, this is a safe transformation into a beast. Back in the day, Fang Chen had read several animal costume books, including those that transformed into pythons and those that transformed into chimpanzees. What's even more disgusting is that there are those who transform into maggots and antis. Now, fantasy has descended upon reality. Transforming into a white ape doesn't seem unacceptable either. Fortunately, although I have traveled through time to become a domestic slave, it is much better than transforming into a beast. Looking back on this, Fang Chen couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief and felt extremely grateful. As for the Fang Chen who crossed into the world of divine sculptures, forget it, brother, please seek your own blessings. Lu Ding Ji Fang Chen. We mourn, brother. By the way, I'm a bit curious. What about you crossing over and becoming a white ape? Are you male or female? Sleeping trough, this is the angle from which to look at the problem. It's a bit strange. X for the other four people's hearts were filled with this thought. Is it possible that the teasing attribute in Fang Chen's personality has been severed and he has traveled alone to the world of Lu Ding? Yongxing Fang Chen. Cough, if you don't want to say such a private matter, you can ignore it. I'm just a little curious. Xiao Ao Jianghu Fang Chen. Perks up his ears. Jiushu World Fang Chen. Erected ears, +1, speaking without listening. In reality, everyone is staring closely at the chat panel. It looks like I'm really looking forward to it. The soul is weak, of course I am public. What do you really want to do, said Fang Chen, a legendary hero. Bang. The white ape version of Fang Chen slammed his hands on the ground and let out a furious roar. These souls are weak. Lu Ding Ji Fang Chen. What about the public? Forget it, there isn't much to look at anymore. Let's all scatter now. Cut, it's boring. Yongxing Fang Chen. So what, brother? Where's the timeline on your end? Since you said it's a divine eagle, you definitely haven't reached the plot of Heaven Reliance yet, have you? I don't know either. After crossing over, the wound on my stomach is still fresh. I guess it's still in the period of being a divine eagle. The white ape version of Fang Chen touched the scar on his belly that had not yet fully healed, but still felt a piercing pain. After crossing over, he gritted his teeth, tore open the stitched wound on his stomach, and took out the scriptures inside. After having human thinking, the white ape naturally knows that the scriptures in its belly are good things. So, although the process was bloody, it was the 9-yang manual. However, after taking out the scripture, he found that although he knew every word written in the book, but once combined, they completely don't understand what it means. With divine skills, one cannot understand or practice them. After his martial arts dream was shattered, he buried the scriptures on the edge of the cliff to avoid being torn apart by the monkeys in the valley. The white ape version of Fang Chen has considered leaving the valley and going to human society. However, he still hesitated a bit, afraid of being mistaken for an outsider. If one were to be caught as a pet or killed with one knife, it would be a huge loss. So, after a moment of hesitation, it was delayed. Unexpectedly, the chat group has arrived. Looting Ji Fang Chen. Yes, do you have a complete the 9-yang manual in your stomach? Good brother, what are you waiting for? Upload it to the group and share it with everyone. When he saw the white ape, Wei Xiaobao's version of Fang Chen's eyes lit up. Good guy, what's this called? It doesn't take any effort to get it. He has long heard the fame of the 9-yang manual. Not to mention the world of Lu Ding, which is already in the final stage of the Dharma. Even if placed in the more ancient and prosperous world of Tianlong, it can be considered a peerless divine skill. If you have obtained this unparalleled divine skill, wouldn't it be shameless? Laughing and proud in the Jianghu. The 9-yang manual, I remember running in the sunset that day, and my life was full of regrets. That was my lost youth. What's that? Although I follow my master to cultivate, I completely don't mind practicing both Taoism and martial arts, said Fang Chen from Jiushu World. Yongxing Fang Chen. Cough cough, good brother, good things must be shared, you know. Not only Wei Xiaobao's version of Fang Chen, but the other 3 Fang Chen are also not fools, and they quickly thought of this. What's that? It's not that brothers don't help you. Even if it's given to you, are you sure you can understand those professional terms? Seeing what the 4 of them said, the white ape version of Fang Chen couldn't help but curl his lips. Soul faint, you are thinking nonsense. Jiushu World Fang Chen. Is there any professional terminology? Yes, my Taoist scriptures all have professional terminology, so martial arts scriptures are no exception. Lu Ding Ji Fang Chen. If I don't understand this, I can definitely ask someone to translate it. The solution is to come up with it. Can living people still be suffocated by urine? Yongxing Fang Chen. That's right. It all depends on human factors. If we give up easily, why don't we go through a hammer? Seeing the words of the white ape version of Fang Chen, the three of them immediately felt a chill in their hearts. Yeah, what kind of vulgar scenes often appear in novels, such as traveling through the past, obtaining divine skills, practicing hard in seclusion for many years, and being invincible after leaving? Just think about this routine. Actually, it's simply impossible. For laymen who are not proficient in martial arts, even if they have obtained the secret script, they cannot understand it at all, like a heavenly book. Don't you see, Chen Xianfeng and Mei Chaofeng, two traders of Huang Yaoshi, the leader of the Peach Blossom Island, escaped from the Peach Blossom Island after stealing the 9-yin manual. Because he didn't understand the Taoist terminology in the scriptures, he forcefully trained the 9-yin divine claw, which was originally a Taoist divine skill, into the evil and awe-inspiring 9-yin white bone claw. I just don't know much about this. However, none of them were willing and still wanted to fight for it. Xiao Ao Jianghu Fang Chen. There's no need to invite anyone else. I'm just a professional. Let me introduce myself. After traveling to the world of Xiao Ao Jianghu, I became Yu Buchuan, the 13th generation disciple of the Huashan sect. Interpreting martial arts secrets is just a small matter for me. In the world of laughter and pride, at the peak of Mount Hua, Yu Buchuan's version of Fang Chen laughed. Lu Ding Ji Fang Chen. Oh, the leader of the Huashan sect, Yu Buchuan. Hello, hypocrite. Goodbye, hypocrite. Wow, it's really surprising. This group of friends is indeed extraordinary. Yongxing Fang Chen said, it's really a coincidence that I came to the pillow just because I was dozing off. Hee, now that we have the secret script and professional interpreters, we look forward to it, said Jiushu World Fang Chen, soul faint, have you ever considered my feelings? I am a white ape, even if I interpret it, I cannot cultivate it. The scriptures have been given to you, what benefits can I gain? End of this chapter. Chapter 5. Good brothers, strive for wealth and honor, do not forget each other. Seeking follow. Up reading. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5. Good brothers, strive for wealth and honor, do not forget each other. Seeking follow. Up reading, seeking recommended tickets. A Wei Xiao Bao from the movie adaptation of The Deer and the Cauldron. A gentleman's sword named Yu Buchuan who travels through the world of laughter and arrogance. The other one was even more fun, directly becoming the grandfather of Zhang Wuji, the protagonist of The Weak Egg in Etienne, and the White Ape in the Kunlun Valley. And Fang Chen himself, through time travel, became the brother of the eternal protagonist Fang Han, a character that did not exist in the original work. Interesting, it's so interesting. After some calculation, Fang Chen had a calculation in his heart. By the way, what identity is Fang Chen from the Nine-Uncle world? After checking the chat records, it turned out that Fang Chen from Jiushu world had not yet introduced himself. Master Cultivator, did he travel through time and become the ninth uncle? Or did he have 4 eyes? Or did he become another Maoshan Taoist? Forget it, just ask later and you'll know. With a murmur, Fang Chen did not continue to speculate. Yongxing Fang Chen. At Xiaoao Jianhu Fang Chen, so haven't you become the leader of the Huashan sect yet? Lu Ding Ji Fang Chen. Oh, I remember what you said. He said before that he would be promoted to become the leader of our sect and marry the young junior sister. So what he meant was that the Sword Chi 2 schools have not yet engaged in a fierce battle. Ning Zhongzi is still a tender and delicious young junior sister, and has not yet become the wife-in-law. He. I glanced at the previous chat records and guessed the timeline of the other party. Why do I always feel so scared when you chuckle, said Fang Chen from Jiushu world, this guy is just a pervert. I suggest kicking him out to avoid damaging Fang Chen's reputation, said Fang Chen, a legendary hero. Yes, I'm just an ordinary disciple of the 13th generation of the Huashan sect. I'm just looking a bit ordinary. As for my junior sister, she's the pearl in the palm of my 12th generation of the Huashan sect and the leader of the Qi sect. She hasn't become my father-in-law yet. No, it's Fang's wife. Lu Dingji Fang Chen. At Divine Eagle Hero Fang Chen, kick me out. If you have the ability, give it a try. Humph, you, said Fang Chen, a legendary hero, Yongxing Fang Chen. Alright, we are all Fang Chen. You two should say a few words less, there's nothing to argue about. At Xiaoao Jianhu Fang Chen, doesn't that mean you haven't learned the purple cloud divine art yet? What do you think? That's an exclusive martial arts skill that the leader is qualified to practice. I'm just a little shrimp, how can I have this qualification? 9 Uncle World Fang Chen. What, are you talking about sharing the 9 Yang manual? Yongxing Fang Chen. Speaking of which, we have agreed to openly explain our situation. At Jiushu World Fang Chen, it seems like you haven't introduced yourself yet. Xiao Ao Jianhu Fang Chen. Not bad, I almost forgot about another Fang Chen. Tell me quickly, what fun things did you encounter after traveling? Jiushu World Fang Chen. I have nothing to say. I have become Jiushu's eldest disciple Qiu Xing through time travel, and I have not yet started the plot of becoming an old master. On the contrary, at Yongxing Fang Chen. If I remember correctly, you only said you are in the eternal world and did not mention your current identity and status, did you? Xiao Ao Jianhu Fang Chen. Qiu Sheng, the disciple of Jiushu. Do you know how to draw talismans? Do you really have ghosts? What about zombies? Do they bounce up and down the road? Lu Dingji Fang Chen. Is the focus on zombies? Is the focus on Miss Ren? Oh, let's call her Tingting. How are you? Are you pretty? Brother, your LSP nature has been exposed, said Fang Chen, a legendary hero. Hey, you're in a hurry. Yongxing Fang Chen. Alright, why bother talking so much? The situation is now very clear. There are only 5 Fang Chen in the group, one who has traveled through time to become Yu Buchuan, one who has traveled through time to become Wei Xiaobao, one who has traveled through time to become Qiusheng, and one who has traveled through time to become White Ape. As for me, I have traveled through time to become the biological brother of the protagonist Fang Han, a character that does not exist in the original work. Lu Dingji Fang Chen. Lie on the trough. Divine Eagle Hero Fang Chen. Sleeping Trough +1 Jiushu World Fang Chen. Sleeping Slot +1 Sleeping Slot +1. Seeing what Yongxing Fang Chen said, everyone was stunned. Eternal life, the protagonist's brother, what kind of treatment is that? You don't need to do anything, just hold on to your own brother's golden thighs, and you can become a heavenly ruler in the future. Even becoming the supreme immortal king is not impossible. At this moment, the envy, jealousy, and hatred in the hearts of the 4 Fang Chen. Lu Dingji Fang Chen. Fang Han's brother, isn't that taking off in place? It turns out that it's not that we don't have golden thighs, but that we have no eyes and ignore the fact that the big shot is actually by my side. Big shot, please accept my respect. Good brothers, strive for wealth and honor, do not forget each other. Xiao Ao Jianhu Fang Chen. Time travel to become the elder brother of Fang Lao Mo. Just lie down and win, okay. What kind of Fang Lao Mo is that? How hard to hear. He is the younger brother of Yongxing Fang Chen, who is the younger brother of all of us Fang Chen. He should be the food god that cannot be eaten in the world. Yongxing Fang Chen. It's easy to say, everyone is Fang Chen. I won't forget any benefits from everyone in the future. However, now our brothers are just servants of the Fang family, that's called a bitter pussy. Lu Dingji Fang Chen. I finally reached a golden thigh, but I didn't expect that the big shot hasn't taken off yet. Sigh, my dream of lying down wins. What's going on here, big shot? The protagonist Fang Han hasn't received the 9 orifices golden pill and yellow map yet, said Fang Chen, a legendary hero Jiushu world Fang Chen. It is called Jiaofu Huangquan 2, a top-notch Taoist artifact, second only to the existence of immortal artifacts. Xiao Ao Jianghu Fang Chen said, "Oh, yes, I remember, it's the Jiaofu Huangquan map. According to the current timeline, it's not yet available. However, it's almost there. My younger brother and I just went to the inner courtyard to secretly learn martial arts. If we don't make any mistakes, chances will automatically come to our door in about a month or so." Oh, secretly learning martial arts. What peerless martial arts have you learned? Share it with me. That's right, let's share it, said Fang Chen, a legendary hero of Jiushu world Fang Chen. Please don't hesitate to share, big shot. The martial arts of the eternal world are better than the basic internal skills of the Huashan sect, right? Lu Dingji Fang Chen. Could you please change the interrogative sentence to an affirmative sentence? With the immortal magic of the eternal world, what kind of bullshit martial arts can be considered a hammer? Yongxing Fang Chen. Well, what's that? My brother and I just came to the inner courtyard today, and Mao didn't learn anything. Otherwise, we'd better discuss and share the 9 Yang manual. Cut X4. The 4 of them rolled their eyes and looked speechless. As the old rule, the daily update time is around 00.01.00.02 in the morning. Put out 2 chapters together, lazy to wait. End of this chapter. Chapter 6. Your is mine, mine is still mine. Seeking pursuit. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6. Your is mine, mine is still mine. Seeking follow.up reading, seeking recommended tickets. Yongxing Fangchen. I suggest that we form the Fangchen Offensive and Defense Alliance. In the future, everyone will share blessings and face difficulties together. How about that? After some commotion, everyone finally calmed down. Moreover, everyone has gained some basic understanding of each other. In one sentence, they are all rookie-level travelers who have not yet taken off. Even if the world background is as strong as eternal life, it is still an ordinary person. Even his current situation is not comparable to the other 4. After all, as a domestic slave, one's status is lower than others, and there is always a risk of personal death. As a result, a thought suddenly arose in the hearts of the 5 people. That's it, huddle together for warmth. If it's just a solo journey, there's no other way, everything can only be done by oneself. But now there are chat groups added, and all members are their own clones. That naturally has nothing to say. Lu Dingji Fang Chen. The big shot makes sense. I agree with this suggestion by raising both hands and feet. Anyway, the deer and cauldron he traveled through was a relatively lower world, and his martial arts limit was not as powerful as a handgun. No matter how he looks at it, he will not suffer a loss. Xiao Ao Jianghu Fang Chen. I also agree. Whenever there is a need for me, I am available on call. Similar to Wei Xiaobao's version of Fang Chen, Yu Buchuan's version of Fang Chen also believes that forming an alliance is a good way. To show my sincerity, I will share the Taoist teachings of the Maoshan sect with everyone. I hope everyone will not dislike it, said Jiushu world Fang Chen. The Maoshan Taoist method is not the mythological and legendary supernatural ability of sweeping mountains, pounding the sea, and shifting stars. A Taoist technique that can only be performed by connecting with the gods in the underworld and bestowing magic from them. In terms of power, it has a great restraining effect on ghosts and monsters. If it's dealing with people, it's better to have a sharp and decisive refutation gun. Besides, it doesn't hurt to sell my child to Yi Tian. Is the Taoist method of Maoshan sect related to our side Chen for half a penny? Condor Hero Fang Chen. I can see that you are still thinking about my 4 volumes of the 9-Yang Manual. Although forced to travel through time and become a white ape, Fang Chen's memories of his past life have not yet disappeared. These guys in the group, openly and secretly, are still thinking about the 9-Yang Manual. These souls are weak. Lu Dingji Fang Chen. Cough, don't say it so harshly. We are all Fang Chen, yours is mine is mine. Even if it's sharing, it's not very convenient. This broken chat group doesn't even have a sharing function. Let me type out the content through chat, everyone pay attention and check it carefully, said Fang Chen from Jiushu World Fang Chen. The basic Taoist technique of the Maoshan sect is called the Shangqing Sandong Jinjing. Although the name may seem impressive, it is actually just a basic Taoist technique. Jiushu World Fang Chen. The following is the main text. The Tao is born out of nothingness, with hidden music and spirit that is unpredictable. The divine is condensed in emptiness, with myriad changes and boundless directions. There is essence and tranquility that shines brightly in the dark. The profound is boundless and leads to emptiness and tranquility. Omitting 10800 words, compared to the secret preaching method of the Maoshan sect, Fang Chen in the Autumn Life version uploaded the entire text word by word to the chat group. The following is the interpretation. Omitting 129,600 words, everyone, take note first. If you have anything you don't understand, feel free to contact me anytime, said Fang Chen from Jiushu World Lu Dingji Fang Chen. Thank you, Brother Bangi, for sending us the Taoist secret collection. Come, let's give brother a little red heart. Xiao Ao Jianhu Fang Chen. Thank you very much for the secret collection taught by the Master. Thank you very much for the secret collection taught by the Master, +1 Yongxing Fang Chen. Thank you very much, big shot. After thanking him for a moment, Fang Chen carefully reviewed the Shangqing Sandong Jinjing and its interpretation word by word. It took him a long time to have a rough understanding of this scripture. The Shangqing Sandong Jinjing was accidentally obtained by the founder of the Maoshan sect, San Mao Jinjuan. I came from the Shangqing sect and later established my own family. Through the continuous improvement of generations of Maoshan disciples, the current Shangqing Sandong Jinjing has been formed. It is roughly the same as what Jiushu World Fang Chen said, and this is a basic Taoist secret collection. According to the preface, cultivation can be divided into many realms such as qi cultivation, foundation building, golden elixir, yuanying, transforming spirit, and returning to emptiness. At the beginning of cultivation, it is the realm of cultivating qi. As long as you can sense the spiritual energy of the outside world and incorporate it into your body, you are considered to have stepped into the door of cultivation. The qi cultivation realm is divided into 9 levels, with the first level being the lowest and the 9th level being the highest. The first step is to cultivate a realm of qi. Then, as the amount of spiritual energy absorbed in the body increases, it will reach a physical limit and become the realm of practicing the 9 layers of qi. At this point, we are facing a major challenge, which is the foundation construction period. By using secret techniques to condense one's illusory soul into substance, quantitative changes cause qualitative changes, generate a trace of spiritual consciousness, and thus step into the realm of foundation building. Of course, there is no record of the cultivation methods above the foundation realm in the Shangqing Sandong Jinjing. Perhaps it was lost, or perhaps it was the intention of a high-ranking figure from the Maoshan sect. There is only one way to cultivate the qi realm. Cultivate to the highest level, which is the realm of 9 layers of qi cultivation. The path of cultivation that follows is not recorded above. The Tao method is the foundation of the Tao, and the Tao method is the application. In addition to the fundamental principles of cultivation, there are also talismans passed down by the Maoshan school for many years in the scriptures. The painting techniques and uses of 30.6 talismans. It can be said that subduing demons, eliminating demons, suppressing corpses, and eliminating ghosts all-encompassing. Unless unexpected, these talismans are just the most basic few. More advanced talismans are not recorded on them either. Compared with the 9 Yang manual, I prefer it. Forget it, having something is better than not having it. After digesting these contents, Fang Chen took a gentle breath and comforted himself. Is there still room for selection in this situation? What's that? I have a question. For example, if there are no ghosts or monsters in the world I live in, what's the use of learning? It's better to have a gun to be practical. After a while, Wei Xiaobao's version of Fang Chen's words rang out in the chat group. Xiao Ao Jianghu Fang Chen. Cough cough, I also feel the same way. Of course, it's not that I dislike it. Thank you to Uncle Jiu, the selfless dedication of the world's Fang Chen leader. Cough, cough, well, I only have this set of Taoist techniques, said Fang Chen from Jiushu World. It's okay, I don't mind. Thank you, big shot, said Yongxing Fang Chen, sacred eagle hero Fang Chen. Well, I won't hide it. Listen, the 9 Yang manual is divided into 4 volumes, and the main text is as follows. Strength is borrowed from people, and qi is sent from the spine. Huning's qi is sent from the spine. Qi is sinking, more than 10,000 words are omitted. Finally, the white ape version Fang Chen took out the 4 volumes of the 9 Yang manual buried at the edge of the cliff and uploaded them to the group. End of this chapter. Chapter 7. The leader is none other than me, and my junior sister is also mine. Seeking Pursuit. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7. The leader is none other than me, and my junior sister is also mine. Pursue reading, pursue everything. Smiling and proud in the world of rivers and lakes, Huashan sect. Huashan, Chaoyang Peak. The sky was just beginning to dawn, and the mountain was shrouded in a thick mist, but it was soon dispelled by the morning sun. The summer sun is like a fireball, roasting the earth. From a distance, there are rows of buildings hidden in the shade of trees, located on Chaoyang Peak. I found the treasure. With the 9 Yang manual in hand, I am the leader of Huashan Mountain, and younger martial sister Ning is also mine. Even someone on our side can touch the top spot in the world. In the dormitory of the second-generation disciples, Yu Buchuan's version of Fang Chen sat on a chair, with red eyes and an excited face. He didn't get up early and didn't sleep at all. Since he got the 9 Yang manual uploaded by the Divine Eagle Fang Chen in the chat group yesterday, he has been very excited and can't sleep. This is the world-famous the 9 Yang manual in the Golden Book. In addition, other Fang Chen kept urging him to translate the divine skill into easy-to-understand vernacular Chinese. So, Yu Buchuan's version of Fang Chen dared not waste time, racing against time to translate it. Fortunately, I was fortunate enough to live up to my fate. After a busy night, I finally finished translating it. The origin of the 9 Yang manual cannot be tested. Of course, Fang Chen didn't care either. 9 is the pinnacle of numbers, the 9 Yang is the pinnacle of Yang. This is a divine skill of extreme Yang. The way of martial arts is to rely on physical exercise and physical endurance, practicing 3 or 9 in winter and 3 or 4 in summer. After years of hard practice, I developed a sense of qi from my body. From then on, it can be considered as stepping onto the path of martial arts. Subsequently, by practicing the secret technique of mind cultivation, the sense of qi is strengthened, allowing it to circulate within the body and unblock the meridians. The 12 meridians, 8 extraordinary meridians, step-by-step difficult levels, step-by-step heavy sky. In general, martial artists can be roughly divided into 2 realms. Acquired and innate. Leaving aside the innate realm, there have been no such experts in the martial arts world for over 100 years. The postnatal realm mainly involves unblocking the meridians in the body, allowing the internal qi to circulate throughout the body, ultimately leading to the transformation of the Shaozhou heaven. Of course, it does not mean that without practicing martial arts, the meridians in the body will be blocked. The human body's meridians are naturally unobstructed, and if they are blocked, only dead people will be left. In martial arts, unblocking the meridians refers to expanding the width and toughness of the meridians, which can make the internal chi flow smoothly and unobstructed. Let's get to the point. The 9-yang manual is the best in the world. After entering the body, it can easily cleanse the tendons and marrow, and produce a dense purple chi in the body. The speed of internal power generation is extremely fast, endless, and even ordinary fists and feet can unleash tremendous attack power. Unparalleled defense, automatically protects the body, rebounds external attacks, and achieves the indestructible body of Vajra. The speed of cultivating internal chi will be greatly increased. It is also a healing scripture, where all diseases do not arise and all poisons do not invade. And it specifically suppresses all cold and toxic internal forces. After completing the training, all martial arts in the world can be acquired and used. At the end of the secret script, there are also external martial arts such as bone shrinking skill, turtle breathing skill, and wall walking skill. Brothers, I am fortunate enough to live up to my fate. After staying up all night, I have finally translated all my divine skills. After some thought, Yu Buchuan's version of Fang Chen sent a message to the group, making everyone happy. Simply put, it's just showing off the stink. Master, you are mighty and domineering, said Fang Chen from Jiushu World. Lu Ding Ji Fang Chen. Big shot Sai Gao. Master Nyo Pai Plus. Eternal life Fang Chen. Good job, brother, thank you for your hard work. Seeing the words of Yu Buchuan's version of Fang Chen, everyone else was boiling and gave him thumbs up. Lu Ding Ji Fang Chen. So what, brothers, why don't you quickly share your divine skills? I can't wait to cultivate unparalleled divine skills. After completing my divine skills, I will be invincible in the world, punch the Manchu Tartars, restore my Han family's rivers and mountains, marry sister longer, sit on the throne of the world's highest treasure, and reach the pinnacle of life. Looking forward to adding 1. The little eyes of expectation. JPEG, why can you send emojis, said Yongxing Fangchen, Xiao Ao Jianhu Fangchen. Cough, I will write down the entire text later, and also include some martial arts knowledge such as meridians and acupoints. Everyone, listen carefully. Lu Ding Ji Fangchen. Sit and wait. Sitting and waiting add 1. Looking forward to adding 1. Divine Eagle Hero Fang Chen. Melancholy, I don't know if I can practice this divine skill. Except for Fang Chen, who transformed into a white ape, the other 3 were all looking forward to it. Laughing and proud in the Jianghu. The text of the 9-yang manual translation is as follows. 50,000 words are omitted. The common knowledge of martial arts such as meridians and acupoints is as follows. Omitting 10,000 words. After putting on a pressure and satisfying his vanity, Yu Buchuan's version of Fang Chen no longer hesitated and uploaded the results of a hard night's work to the group. Xiao Ao Jianhu Fang Chen. The entire article has been uploaded. If you don't understand anything, you can leave me a message. Let's go and practice divine skills. Lu Ding Ji Fang Chen. Master, take your time and don't leave. I also want to practice divine arts. Goodbye, said Fang Chen from Jiushu World. Don't leave, come and chat again, said Fang Chen, a legendary hero Yongxing Fangchen. I won't say it anymore. Someone has come, and I have to leave too. After receiving the 9-yang manual and martial arts knowledge, Fang Chen showed a satisfied smile on his face. However, before he could be happy, his pupils suddenly shrank. But in the martial arts arena, a middle-aged man wearing a purple robe strode into the arena. This middle-aged man in a purple robe is 9 feet tall, towering, with a straight back, like a sword or a gun. It was like a mountain pressing down. Although far apart, the 2 brothers Fang Chen and Fang Han felt a tremendous pressure. This guy seems to be the giant spirit hand in the original work. What's his name? Fang Tong. Upon seeing this person's appearance, Fang Chen recalled for a moment and immediately thought of a name. In the original work, although this person is just a casual character, it should not be underestimated. Having the 8th level of divine courage in the physical realm, it is incredibly powerful. He is renowned throughout the country. He is a master of the Fang family who specializes in teaching their disciples advanced martial arts skills. Perhaps, for the later protagonist Fang Han, it is completely insignificant. But for the two brothers now, they can be beaten with just one finger. Perhaps only after the completion of the 9 yang technique can one possibly compete with the opponent in 2 moves. Let's go. Gently patting Fang Han's shoulder, Fang Chen silently uttered a word. Okay. Fang Han turned his head and looked at his brother's mouth shape. Although he felt a bit reluctant in his heart, he knew that his brother must have a reason to leave, so he nodded without hesitation. Subsequently, the two brothers slowly retreated out, returned to the underground river where they had come, and then crawled back. End of this chapter. Chapter 8. Stepping into the gate of martial arts. Pursuing reading and everything. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8. Stepping into the gate of martial arts. Pursuing reading, pursuing everything. The Fang family is the residence of the Governor-General of Longyuan Province. It covers thousands of acres, with numerous pavilions, courtyards, and gardens. Named Fang Home, it is actually Fang City. Inside, there are shops, restaurants, tailor shops, auction houses, and even casinos and railings. It's not an exaggeration to say it's a city. As a result, the slaves of the Fang family often secretly joked that this was completely a state within the country. After all the people and things in this small town exist to serve the Fang family. In this small town, there is no difference between the Fang family and the royal family of the Dali dynasty. Returning to their small courtyard, Fang Chen and Fang Han took off their clothes and washed away the mud on their bodies with water. After changing clothes, the two of them sat at the table. "Brother, what did you ask me to come back for?" After pouring a cup of tea for Fang Chen, Fang Han still had doubts in his eyes. In his opinion, the middle-aged man in the purple robe was preparing to teach martial arts, and it was a good time to secretly learn martial arts. Now retreating is a waste of a good opportunity. "Xiao Han, today we're just going to step over. The matter of learning martial arts will take a long time, so don't be in a hurry." Fang Chen shook his head and explained to him. "Would I say that after being added to the chat group, I can no longer see the martial arts of the upper family?" He murmured in his heart. But Fang Han was interrupted by Fang Chen before he could say more. "It's nothing, but although learning martial arts is important, it's far less important than our brother's wealth and lives." Fang Chen waved his hand and said solemnly, "If anyone discovers it, the consequences would be unimaginable. Even if you don't die, you have to peel off your skin. Stay useful, there will always be opportunities in the future." Patting Fang Han's shoulder, Fang Chenyu said with a strong focus, "Xiao Han, do you think this is the truth?" "Brother, you're right. Thank you, brother, otherwise I might still be addicted to it and unable to extricate myself." Fang Han's gaze froze, and his unwillingness faded away, replaced by happiness. Yes, learning martial arts can certainly help their brothers change their lives against the odds, but it also carries great risks. If someone discovers it, the consequences are really unpredictable. Thinking of this, Fang Han gratefully glanced at his brother. "My brother truly understands more than I do, and he deserves to be valued by the master, making him the accountant." "Silly child, my own brother, why say thank you?" Rubbing Fang Han's hair, Fang Chen shook his head. The two brothers, who lost their parents since childhood, grew up together and had a great relationship. At the beginning, the plot underwent a slight change from the original work. Since the evolution of Fang Chen, a seemingly illusory older brother, Fang Han's situation has also changed. In the original work, Fang Han was the groom of the Fang family's horse farm, responsible for raising the famous horse Qinli Shui for Fang Qingwei, the second miss of the Fang family. The place of residence is also a small dilapidated house in the racecourse. But now, all of this has undergone subtle changes. After adding Fang Chen as his older brother, his residence turned from a small dilapidated house into a small courtyard with a single door. Although Fang Han still raised horses on the horse farm, he was not bullied by other domestic slaves because of his brother Fang Chen. Because his brother Fang Chen was favored by the butler of the Fang mansion and appointed as the account manager. "Sir, you must be a knowledgeable person who can read and write. Such a person holds a much higher position in the Fang family compared to other domestic slaves who do not recognize a single character. So, other family servants dare not bully Fang Han at all. Besides, there hasn't been much change in other places. By the way, Xiao Han, we must not tell anyone about the secret ways. Otherwise, both of us brothers will have big trouble." After a while, Fang Chen instructed. He is not going to steal martial arts lessons. But at this time, he was not ready to teach Fang Han the 9-yang manual. It's not that he's stingy, but that he wants to try practicing on his own first. After all, the world is different, and the rules are also different. If this divine skill cannot be practiced at all, there is no need to be overjoyed. So, the secret passage leading to the inner courtyard was the last retreat for the two brothers. Fang Chen cannot be careless. "Good guy, I won't say anyone." Upon hearing this, Fang Han nodded heavily. "All right, it's almost dawn. Go ahead and get busy." Seeing his solemn expression, clearly aware of the importance, Fang Chen waved his hand. "All right, I'll go to the racecourse first and get busy." Fang Han drank the tea in one gulp, bid farewell to Fang Chen, and stood up to leave. Unlike Fang Chen's leisurely job as an accountant, he is a groom who is very tired and busy. Watching Fang Han leave, Fang Chen tidied up the table and went to the bedroom. Sitting cross-legged on the bed, astringent, close your eyes and silently read the mental skills of the 9-yang manual. The way of martial arts is divided into mind techniques and martial arts techniques. Similar to Taoism, Tao is the foundation and technique is the application. The saying goes, if you don't practice martial arts, you'll end up with nothing. That's the truth. No matter how well one practices martial arts, without practicing mental techniques, they still cannot step into the path of martial arts. Even if one practices martial arts to perfection, they are still vulnerable to a real warrior. Ordinary martial arts require physical endurance and physical exercise, practicing for 3 to 9 in winter and 3 to 5 in summer. After practicing for several years, one can finally find the sense of qi and officially enter the door of martial arts. However, the 9-yang manual is a peerless skill, which is totally different from ordinary martial arts. Dispel the confused thoughts in his mind, and put all his mind into the mental skill of the 9-yang manual. To practice martial arts, one must first understand a principle. That is, qi. What exactly is it? According to the interpretation of the mind method, qi is a highly active and constantly moving substance in the human body. It is also one of the fundamental substances in the human body that constitute life forms and maintain daily life activities. Simply put, qi is the source of human life. In a broad sense, it can be divided into acquired qi and innate qi. The innate qi is nurtured in the mother's body before it is born, and is not controlled by the human body. After birth, the innate qi will automatically dissipate. Only a very small number of talented individuals can forcibly preserve the innate energy in their mother's body. This constitution is called a congenital body. Most people, after birth, cry for the first time and interact with the acquired qi from the outside world, causing the innate qi in their bodies to automatically degenerate into acquired qi. So, the essence of cultivation is actually the elevation of the level of life. Or, to put it another way, practicing martial arts is to elevate the acquired qi in the body into innate qi. Hu Shi Jiu Yang, embrace Han Yuan. When it comes to luck, one must obtain qi and return it to oneself, regardless of where external forces come from. Fang Chen sat cross-legged all this time, as if he couldn't feel the soreness in his body. His whole mind was immersed in it, as if he had entered a realm of darkness without me or him. I don't know how long it took, but suddenly, Fang Chenfu reached his soul and a spiritual light flashed in his mind. 9 is the extreme of the number, and Zhuoyang is actually the extreme of the number. The 9 Yang manual is actually the supreme Yang divine skill, which is full of Yang qi. Slowly, a beam of light emerged from the void, like a spark of stars. Although weak, there is a fundamental difference from before. Finally, a seed of internal energy emerged from Fang Chen's body, officially stepping into the door of martial arts. End of this chapter. Chapter 9. Being confused and becoming the leader of the group. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9. Being confused and becoming the leader of the group, seeking follow-up, seeking everything. Fang's family, small courtyard. I don't know how long it took, but Fang Chen opened his eyes and a flash of brilliance flashed through. Is this the legendary internal qi? Fang Chen's face showed a look of disbelief and he murmured to himself. He could clearly feel an extremely subtle aura emanating from his body. The hair-sized and slightly warm scent kept wandering in the dantian, like a mischievous and cute little elf. Moreover, Fang Chen was surprised to find that his body's strength had also increased significantly. He clenched his fist and made a slow, crisp sound between his finger bones. Listening to it in the ear is so wonderful and beautiful. According to the 9 Yang manual, there are thousands of schools of martial arts in the world, and each school has its own realm. However, in layman's terms, it can be roughly divided into ordinary people and true martial artists. Ordinary people, as the name suggests, have no internal energy in their bodies and only learn some external martial arts skills. Martial arts such as Sanda and capture from previous lives. They may be able to defeat 3 or 5 ordinary people, but they are not considered true warriors. A true martial artist who enters the realm must have practiced the inner family mind technique and have inner energy around their body. And martial artists are divided into 1 to 10 layers based on the amount of internal qi and the number of meridians in their bodies, from low to high. The day after tomorrow, the first floor is the lowest, and the 10th floor is the highest. The first to third floors represent the early stage of the day after tomorrow, the 4th to 6th floors represent the middle stage of the day after tomorrow, and the 7th to 9th floors represent the late stage of the day after tomorrow. The 10 layers after tomorrow are known as the Great Perfection after tomorrow. After connecting all the meridians in the body, the internal energy forms the Xiaozhou Tian in the body, which can reach the 9 layers of postnatal heaven. At this point, one can unleash tremendous energy with every move and gesture. It may be an exaggeration to fight 1 against 1,000, but it is definitely not a problem to fight 100 ordinary people. It truly deserves to be a peerless divine skill. After completing it, one can actually cultivate it to the perfect day after tomorrow, which is terrifying. Thinking of this, Fang Chen couldn't help but be overjoyed. By the way, I'll try the Taoist method again. Later, he suddenly thought of the Maoshan sect Taoist teachings uploaded by Jiushu World Fang Chen. Immediately exhaled a mouthful of turbid qi and began to attempt to cultivate the Shangqing 3 Holes manual. When it comes to Taoism, Fang Chen's first impression is of Jiushu's supernatural movie. The image of Jiushu, with his sword eyebrows, starry eyes, immortal spirit, and wearing a Taoist robe, was a childhood idol of Fang Chen. Holding a compass peachwood sword in hand, stepping on the heavenly gang finger Beidou, defeating demons when encountering demons, and killing demons when encountering demons. It's so handsome, isn't it? When they were young, Fang Chen and his friends often turned wooden sticks into swords and gestured to subdue demons and eliminate demons. It can be said that I have been salivating and longing for Maoshan Taoism for a long time. At this point, after obtaining the Shangqing Sandong Jinjing from the Maoshan sect, Fang Chen finally uncovered a corner of the mysterious veil of Taoism. Maoshan sect, originating from the Upper Qin dynasty, is mainly famous for its talismans. Of course, in addition to talismans, there are also techniques such as mantras, divine strikes, and raising corpses. For the time being, it is unknown that in the Shangqing Sandong Jinjing, obtained by Fang Chen, in addition to the path of cultivation, there are also dozens of talismans and their painting techniques and uses. I see. Maoshan Taoism is somewhat similar to martial arts, but has significant differences. The difference between the two lies in that martial arts is an internal cultivation method aimed at tormenting the body and strengthening the physique. However, Taoism strengthens the soul, or in other words, strengthens the spirit, among the three treasures of the human body. Of course, different paths lead to the same goal, whether it's martial arts or Taoist techniques. Essentially, it is all for the miracle of strengthening oneself, promoting human evolution, and exploring the origin of life. So simple. Perhaps after entering the martial arts realm, cultivation has become easier. Perhaps it is because in the eternal world, the spiritual energy of heaven and earth is relatively stronger. Fang Chen simply followed the mnemonic in the Shangqing Sandong Jinjing and easily stepped into the door of Taoism. A cool aura swirled in the mind, causing the whole person to be mentally shaken. At this moment, Fang Chen felt that his whole body was full of energy and his memory had improved significantly. Childhood memories constantly come to mind, clearly visible. Not bad, not bad. We have successfully cultivated both Taoism and martial arts. Someone on our side is indeed a genius. Standing up from the bed, Fang Chen couldn't stop his excitement and thought proudly. I don't know how well they are practicing. After getting excited, Fang Chen thought of other members in the chat group. At this moment, it seemed that there was a fixed number in the dark, and it also seemed that a certain mechanism had been triggered. With a ding sound, a series of announcements appeared in front of Fang Chen. Ding! It has been detected that the qi of Yongxing Fangchen has significantly increased, and Yongxing Fangchen automatically becomes the group leader. New version discovered, automatically download new version. Progress bar. 1%. 2%. 54%. 99%. 100%, download completed, start automatic update. Update progress bar. 1%. 2%. 3%. 97%. 98%. 99%. 100%, the progress bar skipped quickly and soon reached the end, reaching 100% progress. The chat group version update is complete. Click this link to view the update log. Upon seeing these prompts, Fang Chen's eyes widened and his face looked incredulous. Immediately after, a beautiful rainbow of auspicious light burst out on the virtual light screen of the chat group in front of him. Subsequently, the light converged. The entire light screen has undergone a significant transformation, with the addition of some functional buttons. Am I now a group leader? Blinking his eyes, Fang Chen murmured inexplicably in surprise. Just like in a dream, he couldn't believe it. It is unknown whether it triggered any mechanism or the rotation of the wheel of fate. Fang Chen only knew that he had become the leader of the chat group due to his confusion. However, this feeling seems pretty good too. After a long time, Fang Chen took a few deep breaths before slowly calming down his excited mood. After becoming the group leader, can you activate a series of privileges? Subsequently, Fang Chen eagerly clicked on the update log and started checking it. In this update, chat groups have added a series of features such as screenshots, voice messages, red envelopes, group files, and more. Basic functions such as screenshots and voice messages do not require much explanation, and Fang Chen just glanced away before moving his gaze. This red envelope function may seem simple, but in reality, it contains hidden secrets. Looking at the newly added red envelope function on the chat group panel, Fang Chen thought to himself. A red envelope, in simple terms, means sending one's belongings to a chat group through packaging. Through the chat group as a transit station, group members receive red envelopes and complete a red envelope distribution. However, Fang Chen, who has been baptized by online literature for a long time, knows that there is too much room for manipulation. Packaging oneself and sending it to group members is considered an alternative way to travel the world. Expand your thinking and diverge your thinking. Can I send myself a red envelope? If possible, send the item to yourself but not claim it. In this way, can red envelopes be used as alternative storage space? End of this chapter. Chapter 10. Who am I, where am I, and what am I doing? Seeking pursuit. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10. Who am I, where am I, and what am I doing? Pursue reading, pursue everything. Fang Family Courtyard. If you want to know if it works, just give it a try and you'll know. Countless thoughts popped up in his mind, and Fang Chen immediately stopped hesitating. Glancing around the room, my mind moved. Click on the red envelope function on the chat group panel, select the exclusive red envelope, and enter the recipient's nickname. Yongxing Fang Chen. Then, he waved his hand towards the teacup on the table and stuffed it in. With a whoosh, the teacup on the table disappeared instantly. At the same time, 2 prompts popped up in the chat group. Ding! Yongxing Fang Chen has sent an exclusive red packet to Yongxing Fang Chen. Ding! You have received an exclusive red envelope, please click to check. The previous prompt is visible to all group members. The latter prompt is directed towards the recipient of the red envelope, namely Fang Chen himself. Great, it can really be used as a storage space. Looking at the large red envelope popping up on the panel, Fang Chen waved his fist and was very excited. Hey, although chat groups don't have storage space, having a red envelope function is enough. Originally, Fang Chen wanted to try whether the red envelope function could be packaged as an alternative way to travel through the world. But after thinking about it, he still gave up on this plan. If there is a mistake and one can enter but not exit, wouldn't it be like playing a lantern in the toilet? Looking for feces, seeking death. Unless absolutely necessary, Fang Chen dared not joke about his own life. Group files, with a thought, take the teacup from the red envelope and put it back on the table. Subsequently, Fang Chen looked at the last feature added after the chat group update. Group file function. As his gaze shifted to the group file function, a wave of information immediately arose from his mind. It seems like a memory that has been engraved in the mind for a long time, only then does it come back to mind. I see. After digesting this information, Fang Chen quickly understood the role of the group file function. As the name suggests, this is a database that stores information such as documents, videos, and images. As long as it is a knowledge-based virtual item, it can be uploaded to the group file. Of course, as the group leader, Fang Chen can be set up. Can only administrators and group owners upload? If this feature is enabled, other group members can only download files, not upload them. Not only that, he can also set the timeliness of files. There are 4 options: 7 days, 30 days, 1 year, and permanent. The 2 newly added features are quite practical and can be considered as a solution to the urgent need. Looking at the chat group panel, Fang Chen muttered to himself in shock, it would be great if it had the functions of synthesis and the melting pot of the avenue. He remembered a chat group novel he had read in his past life, in which the protagonist traveled to a desolate world, opened a chat group, and reached the pinnacle of his life. The chat group owners in that book have exclusive features for group owners such as synthesis and the avenue furnace. However, their own chat groups only have some basic functions. It's true that people are more popular than people, and it's better to throw away goods than goods. The basic functions of the group leader are just 3. Prohibit group members, set administrators, and set group announcements. I can't even kick group members out of the group, I'm still a group leader with a hammer. Perhaps these features will gradually be added in the future. Forget it, we'll talk about it later. I will upload the 9 Yang manual and Shangqing 3 cave scripture to the group first. With a deep sigh, Fang Chen's mind moved and he opened the group file function on the chat group panel. Later, we uploaded the Shangqing 3 whole scripture from Fang Chen, the 9th uncle of the world, and the 9 Yang manual provided by Fang Chen, the divine sculpture world, and translated by Fang Chen, the laughing and proud world. Not only that, he also marked the name of the original author. In the future, if new members come in, they must always let people know who to thank. Ding! The group leader Yongxing Fang Chen uploaded the group files, the 9 Yang manual, and Shangqing 3 cave scripture, which are timeless. Click this link to download them. At the next moment, a prompt pops up in the chat group and appears in front of all members. Yongxing Fang Chen. Brothers, I have achieved great success and become the leader of the group. As the saying goes, prosperity without returning home is like a night trip in a luxurious robe. Similarly, after achieving success in cultivation and becoming the leader of the group, if Fang Chen doesn't pretend to be a force in the group, he always feels uncomfortable. Lu Ding Ji Fang Chen. Wu Chao, what have you done as a thief? How could you become a group leader? I am not convinced. Who am I, where am I, and what happened? Ah, what happened? Why did you suddenly become the group leader? Said Fang Chen from Jiushu World. A divine eagle hero Fang Chen. Same curiosity. Seeing the words of Yongxing Fang Chen, the other 4 people were all boiling. Taking a look at the list of group members, after the name of Yongxing Fang Chen, a shining title of group leader has been added. Who am I, where am I, and what am I doing? What exactly happened? Why did that guy become the group leader in just the blink of an eye? How envious. Yongxing Fang Chen. Cough, how did you become a group leader? Well, to be honest, I'm still confused. So, let me show you the chat group prompts. Screenshot. JPEG. Looking at the sour words of everyone, Fang Chen's lips grinned and his vanity was greatly satisfied. Subsequently, take a screenshot of the chat group prompt that popped up when you were the group leader and send it to the group. What does it mean? What did you do? Did you kill the protagonist Fang Han in order to significantly increase your chi? Congratulations to the group leader, congratulations to the group leader. Feeling sour and jealous in my heart. I don't envy you at all. I'm so sour. What's that, brother leader? What privileges do you have after becoming the leader? Do I have a chance to return to life? Said Fang Chen, a legendary hero. On the screenshot, there is a chat group prompt clearly written. Due to the significant increase in the energy of the group leader Yongxing Fang Chen, the group member Yongxing Fang Chen automatically becomes the group leader. In this scene, Fang Chen's eyes from 4 different worlds were about to protrude, and then he spoke sourly. Eternal life Fang Chen. The increase in chi luck. I'm not sure about the specifics either. However, I suspect it's because I started practicing at the beginning. Yongxing Fang Chen. After I successfully cultivated my internal chi and spiritual power, and achieved both martial arts and Taoism, this prompt automatically popped up. Eternal Fang Chen. At Divine Eagle Hero Fang Chen, I'm sorry, this so-called group leader does not have any privileges. Apart from the most basic functions of the chat group, there is nothing. Besides this reason, Fang Chen couldn't think of any other reason. After all, luck is the most elusive thing, invisible and intangible. As for the brother who transformed into a white ape, he can only be helpless. End of this chapter.